Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first exclusive live stream on YouTube. As always, this is a podcast made by the fans for the fans. We're here from you guys, the fans. Let's get the boys in here. We're still on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. Let's get Seth in here. Ooh, I'm delayed now. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see if Barrett got his stuff fixed here. Man, I got some internet issues myself going on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I may just not need to do video. I don't know.
Yeah.
Barrett having issues. He's having. Oh, he's a little.
I'm delayed as shit.
Yeah. Internet issues are upon us today. We'll get those figured at a later time.
I blame Vance. I blame YouTube in general.
Hey, don't do that. Be live streaming here exclusively
YouTube
forever. So diving right into the NFL, we're going to talk about the biggest free, or not technically free agent, but I guess free agent head coach on the market in Sean Payton. So Sean Payton can go coach anywhere, allegedly, if the Saints give that team permission to interview him. So teams like the Broncos, Cardinals have permission. Teams that will most likely get permission, if Dallas gets bounced round one by Tom Brady, we could see Big Mike at. Seth, do you concur to that, or you think Big Mike sticks around for another year?
I doubt he gets fired. First, First back-to-back 12-win seasons, and I mean he's doing his job. Players just got to go out there and perform on the field when the bigger stages arise.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Another place that Sean Payton could go would be back home to the New Orleans Saints, which I think is the most prominent option, right? Saints, if he goes to the Cardinals have a high overall pick, right? Like top 5, top 4. I think they have the 4th, don't they? They have a pretty high overall pick. I believe if Sean Payton were to go to coach the Cardinals, that would have to be part of the compensation, would be that overall pick.
Yeah, the Saints are going to want a first rounder for Sean Payton to be coaching next year with a different team. So, I mean, if you're a team like the Cardinals, I don't think a top 10 pick is really the move, in my opinion. But the Broncos makes sense. A late first round pick, from the 49ers, who could probably make a run, in the late 20s, maybe even 30 something if they, reach the Super Bowl. Remember, there's only 31 picks in the first round this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Thanks to Stephen Ross.
Because of good old stooge Stephen Ross.
Yeah. So, I think Sean Payton should end up in Denver.
In Denver, huh? He had Kyler Murray scouted because they didn't think Kyler Murray was going to go first overall. So he did have Kyler Murray on a scouting report back when he was being drafted, before he obviously ran away with the Heisman. So I could see him make a move towards Arizona. Now, obviously, that the building for Arizona, right? Like their off-field stuff, their training facility is kind of low tier. It's not that good of a training facility, right? Like when the coaches have to talk, it's on a massive stage. It's not on anything crazy nice. So I could see him easily not going there. Oh, much better.
Whoa. You think something like that's enough to keep a Sean Payton away? He doesn't care about that.
Absolutely. Off-field stuff is a it'd be a deal breaker for me. It's like, I got to stand over here at this little bitty podium and coach my team during team meetings. I can't be directly in front of them to go over everything I need to go over. I can't walk around in front because this TV's like 9 feet behind us or 50 feet. It's like, I don't know. Being able to coach properly will probably have a lot to do with it as well.
I mean, come on. This guy's not the second coming of Bill Belichick or anything. I mean, I understand why people are going to roll out the red carpet, but geez, I mean, this guy, he had Drew Brees. And he's a good coach, but people are acting like this guy's gonna completely, go undefeated in his first season with his new team or something.
I mean, Peyton only has what, one Super Bowl? It's like, yeah, they had a lot of successful seasons, but it's not like he's a Bill Belichick that's on the free market.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he was the author behind like an 8-year stretch of one of the most potent and efficient offenses in the NFL.
But that didn't account to anything.
I mean,
Got him a Super Bowl with a
did win
non-mobile
a Super
quarterback.
John Gruden won a Super Bowl.
Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl. Everyone
True.
thinks he's mid-tier.
He had A-Rod.
Sean Payton had Drew Brees, allegedly better in terms of accomplishments.
Exactly. They had great at quarterback. What can Sean Payton do with a below-average quarterback?
Who would be below average?
I'm asking, what could he do with? I'm not saying like he's going to a team. With below average
Well, he
quarterback.
took Jameis Winston 5-2.
James Winston's a gunslinger now.
Still below average quarterback. I mean, dude has the first 30 for 30 NFL season we've ever seen with 5,000 yards
5,000
passing.
yards. Also 5,000 yards.
Yeah,
Don't
but
forget that.
5,000 yards is like 3 years ago was a big hustle. It was a big accomplishment because there's only like 9 guys on that list.
But now Mahomes does it every year.
Yeah, we're going to see 5,000 yard seasons become the new norm. So if I had my pick, if Sean Payton doesn't come back to New Orleans, right? Obviously, as a Saints fan, I want him to go to Arizona because then New Orleans gets a high overall draft pick with a pretty juicy QB top loaded draft.
I don't think Arizona would give up a top fiver though. That's not. I think if Arizona was in the pool, they'd be like, okay, we'll give you our second.
No, there's no way. New Orleans has already stated that they won't take anything less than a first.
Okay, if the Cardinals organization gives up a number 5 pick, a top 5 pick for a coach, idiots. Idiots, like idiotic, dumbass. Like any word you can stooge, I don't know. Like they should. If I was an owner, my GM was like, we traded number 4 in the draft for Sean Payton. I'd be like, you're fired. Get the fuck out of here, and hopefully I can get my pick back. You dumbass.
Well, the owner would have to sign off on something like that because
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It brings it to my office.
They have to pay Sean Payton. Well, the Cardinals are seeking permission because the owner's interested.
Well, I'm saying if it's for the 4th, though. Oh God,
I don't know,
such a
dude,
bad move. Such a bad.
So because he's still under contract, like what teams actually are going to have to give up something for him?
Yeah,
Like
the Saints are basically demanding a first or a second and a player.
Fuck that, dude.
Like it's a first round pick or a second and a player.
Where the Broncos are done because they have no picks.
Well, they have they have future
They have the
seconds.
49ers pick.
No, that's true. Couldn't they? So what? A buyout isn't on the table either.
I mean, they could buy him out. They're not going to.
Yeah, they're gonna get what
They're going to get what they can out of one of the top coaches in the NFL.
That's so dumb. I would not trade a player and a pick for a coach. Fuck that.
Imagine New Orleans is probably going to be looking at the defensive tackle market, so maybe edge rusher as well because we're kind of running a little thin on that portion because we don't know if Davenport's going to re-sign. So getting that first round pick from Denver or the high overall second pick from Arizona and a player, right? D-Hop's allegedly on the move. Could see that transition. D-Hop in a second, Sean Payton to Arizona. Now, obviously, D-Hop has $17 million a year left on his contract for 2 years. So we'd probably have to give up a player as well, like a washed Mike T, who ain't even stepping foot on the field. But he did just restructure his contract to either be traded or to play next season.
Washed Mike T.
Have you seen him on the field, Barrett? I have not.
No, I have not. No.
The dude's robbing us like Will Fuller robbed you guys.
Dude. Yeah, and Byron Jones.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put my graphic up. Dang it. All right. Well,
Come on,
That
Hus.
makes it easier for editing YouTube videos. All right, next combo we have is Jalen Hurts contract extension. These are the numbers I'm going to throw at you guys. You tell me what you think. 5 years, 160 million with no Super Bowl. Right? He went to Super Bowl. Obviously, that number runs up. Here we go. 5 years, 200 million with a deep playoff run. And then here's the banger. 6 years, 240 million with a Super Bowl win. What do you think about those numbers?
I guess. I mean,
Man, I don't know. He has this one great season. You want to see it the next season too. You want to see if it's consistent or if it's just a breakout thing.
Yeah, by year 3, a lot of people are demanding money, and this is going into year 3 now. So going into year 4, it's like he's already going to be in contract talks pretty much all of year 4 to avoid the 5th-year option, right?
Well, who's the
Or
better
franchise
quarterback,
tag.
Lamar or Jalen Hurts?
I mean, has Lamar
hasn't even got paid yet.
Has Lamar ever secured a number 1 seed and a bye in the playoffs?
Has Jalen Hurts
No.
or Jalen Hurts ever won an MVP?
I mean, if he wouldn't have got hurt, then yes.
No way. They still have to get that bitch to Mahomes. That dude is ridiculous.
Jalen Hurts, if he would have played these last 2 games, probably would have finished the year with like 10 to 11 rushing touchdowns on 30 passing.
With like 3,000 yards.
I mean, lead your team to the number 1 seed with a decent amount of passing yards. Here, let's see what he had. Jalen Hurts with 37. I mean, in 2 games, he would have had over 4,000.
My real question for Jalen Hurts is can he do it next season? Because they will have the hardest schedule in the NFL compared to this year's rankings. Because they got to play Buffalo, they got to play Miami, they got to play the Niners, they got to play the Chiefs, they got to play the Cowboys twice.
ooh.
But if you're Jalen Hurts, you're
They got
not waiting.
They got to play the Vikings.
If you're Jalen Hurts, you're not waiting till next season. You want to negotiate now while you're on top.
Right.
And then if the Eagles are like, no way, be like, I'm gonna sit, trade me. Some other
only
team,
his third
He's still under
year.
contract. Yeah, he's going into his 4th year. He's
he
still
can
under
still
contract.
sit.
Mahomes didn't get his until after his 4th year, right?
Yeah.
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 But now we're seeing a transition to where guys are wanting their money after their 3rd year. They're wanting their extensions. If they're going to commit to a team, they want their extension early.
I mean, Eagles might give
It's
it
not
to
like
him.
they're putting him on the 5th-year option.
Right.
They're
No,
gonna pay
but
him.
if all I'm saying is if you're Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are like, no, we're not going to negotiate with you till after year 4, you'd be like, I'm going to sit. I'm on top right now. I just had my best season ever. I just took you guys to the number 1 seed in the NFC on a bye. Give me my money now, or I'm just going to sit.
That's
Now,
just
Jalen Hurts,
character.
I don't think he has
character
that kind of
issues.
attitude. That's not character issues. That's trying to get your money. If he
You're-
gets hurt next,
You're
if he gets
under
hurt next season,
contract.
if he gets hurt next season, he's
If he gets
done.
hurt,
4th.
he gets-
Like if he gets hurt, like end his career next season, like we're potentially seeing with Tua. Tua hasn't been in the league 4 years. He's not vested.
okay.
Jalen
then
Hurts
you're-
is invested. That money
if
matters.
If he had a career injury, they're probably going to get out of it some way anyway.
True.
Not-
Like I'm sure they would file like some kind of thing saying, "Oh, we just paid this guy and he fucking goes out and loses a leg." I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen,
man.
I
If
mean,
I'm-
I don't
if
think.
I'm Phillies ownership. I want to see him versus the toughest schedule in the NFL next year. And if he leads me to 1 seed, then I'll make him probably the 2nd, 3rd most highest paid quarterback in the league.
Because they didn't pay Mahomes after his first MVP season. They actually paid him the year after they lost the Super Bowl. So Jalen Hurts
He
has
still went
plenty
to the
of
Super
time.
Bowl though. He still went to the Super Bowl.
No,
And you
no,
gotta be like,
Oh no, I know. Yeah,
This is our
You're
man.
obviously you're obviously gonna pay Mahomes, but I'm just saying, like, that was his 4th year. So
that was different time. We're in a different time now, where players are wanting their money after the 3rd year.
Who has said that?
AJ Brown, DK Metcalf. I mean, we're seeing it. Terry McLaurin. We're seeing it.
That's
witnessed
only
it all
because
last
wide
season.
receivers they just got lucky with the way the wide receiver market. They were striking while the iron's hot.
And
That doesn't mean it's
the quarterback market's as hot as ever. We just saw Russell Wilson get paid $252 million. We just saw Deshaun Watson get paid $250 fully guaranteed contract.
not after year 3.
All I'm saying is if I'm Jalen Hurts and I have the chance to make my money now, I'm making my money now. I'm not waiting one more year. He literally has all the leverage. If the Eagles organization don't want to pay him, be like, I'll sit. Someone will trade for me. You guys
and then
will
you become a villain in Philly. So you're basically asking for your trade.
Who cares? Philly's a poverty fucking fan base, anyways. If Jalen Hurts goes out there and puts up a
Thank
9 and 8,
Thank God you're not a
season,
pro athlete on my favorite team, Vance. Thank God.
Philly is a poverty fan base, dude. Jalen Hurts could go 9 and 8, secure like his best season ever, but because he finished 9 and 8 that season, they could have a horrific defense. He's getting booed out of every Phillies game there is.
I mean, the Eagles are basically at this point like the 49ers. I mean, you can step in and win a game with Gardner Minshew, even though he didn't. He was close.
I was like, they didn't. So that's wrong. They didn't.
He was close.
They literally
he was
did.
close. He was close.
Let's see.
That
Let's see
doesn't
one
take the
more
cake.
season. There's no need to rush. Let's see one more season.
No need to rush.
There's no need to rush if you're the Phillies organization, but if you're Jalen Hurts, you get your money while it's hot.
Okay, then I call his bluff and I'm like, we're starting Gardner. You know, whatever.
Okay. You would start Gardner Minshew?
If Jalen Hurts is going to sit,
That dude hasn't won a game since 2019.
if a quarterback's going to try to put me in handcuffs for $300 million,
Gardner Minshew's ass!
But
That dude's little garbage.
Vance doesn't laugh like this. I don't know why he's trying to like make like a hysterical laugh.
To prove a
He's like,
point. There
there is no point. You're being a goofball. As an NFL organization, I'm not gonna fucking pay him right now. It's like it's not even a story, it's not even a conversation.
I guarantee it will be in the offseason. Guarantee it'll be his contract talks.
If they make him the highest paid quarterback in the league, the Eagles deserve their next fucking 4 or 5 seasons of poverty. Because what happens when you pay big quarterbacks? Your team goes to shit.
Where's Kansas City sitting at?
Okay, let's talk about the fucking GOAT.
Where are the Bills sitting at?
Okay.
I mean, I don't think Hurts is on that
Who
level
else?
yet.
Doesn't Tom Brady have a home playoff game?
Yeah, with a fucking 9-8 record, we're gonna stomp the shit out of them.
Woo.
Tom Brady. That is the next topic here. Tom Brady is undefeated against the Cowboys, 9-0. Seth, give us your honest thoughts on
What I just
the
tell you.
Cowboys. You honestly think you guys will stomp the dog shit out of
Absolutely.
the Bucks?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Monday night. It's prime time. Who gives a damn?
I mean, probably every
There's a
Cowboys
reason-
fan in the world gives
There's
a
a
damn.
there's a reason that they did this, is so that when the Cowboys fail, it's on national TV and blah 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 blah. It's like whatever. We all know
Every
why.
game's on national TV.
It was prime time, Barrett. There's a reason they put the Cowboys on a fucking Monday night, a standalone day.
Versus the GOAT.
Yeah, versus Tom Brady, a guy they'd never be. It's literally it's just served up on a platter for them to do it, because in the top 5 most watched games of the season, Dallas is in 4 of those. So it's like, let's soak in the ratings, and when they lose, it all hell's gonna break loose on Twitter and social media. But when when Dallas beats them, we're gonna be cooking a little different. Something over there.
Dallas should win.
They should. But
Dallas is
if-
favored.
if they play like they did with the versus the Commanders, we'll see what Dallas team shows up. But I have full faith that Dallas will take care of them.
I'm
Fair enough.
checking the line to make sure. Dallas is still favored. Dallas is still favored. All right, I got one more topic for you guys before we transition to the NFL playoffs and the final or the playoffs B list. That
Ooh.
Barrett has some questions or needs to answer some questions.
Okay.
So the Ravens organization thinks that Lamar Jackson is lazy. Is Lamar Jackson going to be a Raven next season? Barrett, what do you think?
Dude, this is like the hardest one to peg because I mean, like he hasn't been he's literally missed. He's about to miss the playoff game. You know, everyone's talking about Tua, but Lamar Jackson, you know, a more dynamic player than Tua, obviously, might miss the playoff game. And he's been injured like the last 4 or 5 weeks. And this is the second season in a row. So, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know.
It's a tricky one to handle. I'll agree. I'll give you that. Some potential trade partners that I've listed that have circled around the old interweb. We could see the Patriots, who do have the cap space to go after Lamar Jackson. And I will state that last year I said that Lamar Jackson would be a New England Patriot. And now we could see it to easily come to fruition. Carolina Panthers are going to be looking to make a quarterback move, even though they have a high overall draft pick. They could trade back or trade that pick for Lamar. The New York Jets obviously need quarterback help. Mike White, not the answer. Zach Wilson, not the answer. The Raiders are now in the quarterback market. I doubt they roll with Jarrett Stidham. Tennessee Titans are going to be looking for a quarterback. I think the reason they started Josh Dobbs is Malik Willis is not the answer. That dude's a bigger project than they thought. And then the Seahawks, if they choose to let Geno walk, Seahawks do have picks thanks to old Mr. Unlimited.
Isn't Lamar? He's just a straight up free agent, right?
No, this is his 5th-year option.
Oh, so he could just get tagged.
Yeah. Which is why they signed Roquan Smith to his big deal, and then the franchise tag is still be placed on Lamar.
Yeah, franchise tag this year is like $38 million, and then next year it has like a 30% increase. It goes up to like $44 million.
Yeah, I have no idea what Lamar's going to do, man. Honestly, he represents himself, like I think so. I don't know. That's like the biggest question mark. Him and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, people are just going to get sick of talking about them during this offseason, but we will talk about it.
Barrett, Seth, what are you thinking here? Where could you see Lamar end up?
Oh, there's a lot of places.
The Roquan deal kind of almost, to me, kind of puts the writing on the wall, doesn't it? Or maybe they're just bulking up.
I mean, what are you going to do at quarterback? Just franchise tag him?
Yeah, you could franchise it for 2 years. Keep him until he's like 27, 28. Lock him down for that long. It's like does seem like a waste. I don't know. Well, this Lamar thing it's tricky. I don't know where he could play.
Get him to Miami.
Miami now. No doctor. That's also something I want to talk about, Barrett. Tua's not going to play. I don't think there's a doctor out there that wants to clear Tua.
No, probably not. Would you?
No, I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is.
Not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's not going to play. He's going to get healthy. If he retires, he retires. Like same old Dolphins. Like they'll just go on to the next one. I mean, I don't know what else to say at this point. You know, this is the second playoffs in a row with a backup quarterback. Like, it's just, you know, Miami makes the playoffs and there's not even their second string, you know, can play. Like, it's just, you can't have too many good things. So it was, yeah, I mean, it was super hype season. You know, Tyreek Armstead, you know, bless his heart, like he played most of the season injured. I mean, but now he's missed like the last 3 games, and he's probably going to miss the playoffs. Like what are we doing? You know, what are the Dolphins doing? You draft Tua, who's coming off like a huge injury, over Justin Herbert, and then like the thing farthest from a hip injury is now just like concussions every time, you know, or you have to worry about every time he takes a normal football hit. Like, you know, so it's like, whatever, man, fuck it. You know, good job. They're in the playoffs. They're going to get steamrolled by the Bills. Like, what are you going to do? You know, and then if they keep Tua, he doesn't retire and he's fine. You know, the same exact hype is going to be next year. The only question is, you know, do you play him or I mean, do you pay him? You know, what do you pay Tua at this point? You know, if
they get bubble wrap around his head, then you could pay him a lot of money, but
you could, but damn, still, I mean, and then you need some kind of comparable backup. Teddy Bridgewater, I mean, holy shit, this guy has gotten injured in every game he's came in or started. What the fuck? And then the last injury was his fault. His fault. They lost the game. You can't make mistakes. And he throws a pick 6 and breaks his pinky or whatever. This dude can't even throw a ball 5 yards. You can't even grip a quarterback. And now now Miami has Mike Glennon to back up 7th round pick, Skylar Thompson rookie. Whatever. What do you?
Man, it's not looking great over there at the old fun house of Miami.
Hey, dude, exactly. Miami's going to shock the world here while he gets these Bills.
Oh, yeah, I mean, hey, it could happen.
On the legs of Raheem Mostert. Just kidding, he's injured.
Yeah, Raheem also broke his finger.
What's going on over there? The old
something's in the water.
The ball machine just going a little too fast out there for these guys, or what?
I don't know, man.
It's got to be those Skylar handoffs, man. He's probably a little too thick, like a little too rough with the ball going into the pocket. Just bent old Mostert's pinky back, you know, really fucked him up.
I mean, you'd rather have Bridgewater though playing, right?
Yeah, easily over Skylar Thompson, easily.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's up with Teddy? Why is he not playing? He's still
he broke his finger. Football.
That's right. We just talked about that.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he just can't grip it. It's his freaking throwing finger. What an idiot!
On a pick 6, man. Jesus.
Yeah. All right, Barrett. Let's answer for this B list you got coming up, huh?
Sure.
What is up with this thing, huh?
What? Dallas had a terrible loss. So
I'm not disagreeing with the teams that are on here. I'm disagreeing with the order.
Oh, here we go. What's wrong with the order?
I mean, AFC bye, not 1 or 2. NFC bye, not 1 or 2.
Well, Eagles limped in. You're telling me right now, if any one of these top 3 teams had a matchup against the Eagles or, you know, the San Francisco, you're taking one of the NFC teams? No way, dude. Absolutely not. What do you think?
I'm taking the Eagles all the way to the Super Bowl. Easy peasy.
That's not what he said.
Against what? Against an AFC team?
Yeah.
I would take the Eagles against the Bills,
Okay.
Oh,
and that's probably the only AFC team. The Bengals, to me, are on a different level. The Chiefs are on a different level. The Bills, the only reason I say that, Josh Allen has tied for the most interceptions this season
You're
with
right.
with who? With that guy who secured the second overall pick in the draft this year, Davis Mills. Yeah, that's right.
actually, Dak Prescott leads the league in interceptions.
Ooh. Mm. Listen, this is an end of season, playoffs round 1 ranking. Chiefs have the bye. They're still behind the Bills and Bengals because the Chiefs also lost to the Bills and Bengals. Niners are on a 10-game winning streak. Like, they have to be 4. Eagles, yes, they're the number 1 seed, but without Jalen Hurts, they were complete ass crack. And then, the Eagles win. So they earn their bye by starting the season, 12-0, 13-0. Okay. But there's no way. I'm sorry, like Brock Purdy. I'm not going to put Brock Purdy ahead of any of those top 3 quarterbacks, man. What do you
I agree. I agree. I'm not saying Brock Purdy should be. I like where the 49ers are.
Okay.
All I'm
So
saying
what's
is
the issue here?
I'm putting Kansas City 1, Eagles 2, Bengals 3,
You can't just
49ers
go-
4, Bills 5.
You're just going by seeding.
Bills are first team out of this list.
What do you
Josh
think?
Allen- Josh Allen in the last few games has 5 turnovers in the red zone. He's playing sloppy football now they're going against, like, obviously the Bills are going to beat the dog shit out of the Dolphins, but the Dolphins are on this list. So when I say first team out, Bills next round is going to be against who? The Bengals?
If the Bengals win, yes.
Come on, Bengals are going to win. They play the Ravens, who are going to have Snoop Huntley at quarterback.
True.
So it's going to be Bills Bengals. Bengals
tell
are
you
the better team
Okay,
than the
but
Bills.
you also
Bills are first one out.
Okay, but if we know the Bills choke in the playoffs, franchise, that's what they do. But wouldn't this be the year that the Bills actually circle the championship wagons and get over the hump of the Bengals and the Chiefs?
Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Bills.
You're okay. You're right. And Billy's right. You're right. If Allen has been, but Allen is a different beast in the playoffs now. Okay. Playoffs are different. Listen, if he sucks any game, I would love for it to be against Miami, obviously, but I just don't. I think Allen's going to be laser focused. That's just me. That's just, Vance thinks they'll be the first ones knocked out of this list. So we'll have a Bengals KC chip and a San Francisco Eagles chip. I guess that's fair, but I mean, what do you think, Seth?
Look out for the fucking Brian DeBall Giants, dude. That's all I gotta say, huh?
Oh my God.
That's why Josh Allen is playing sloppy, because he doesn't have Brian Duvall calling his plays this year. Like he did last year and the year previous.
Regardless if Allen is like an interception guy, he still goes for 253 touchdowns every week.
Not here lately.
I think he did last week.
Going.
I mean, he does it when he needs to. He takes a little action.
All I'm saying is I'm not trusting Josh Allen in the big moment in the red zone to drive anymore. This year, late in the season, or actually all season, he's been sloppy in the red zone.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If Josh Allen's going to win in a late game, it's going to have to be over the top to Gabe Davis or Stephon Diggs. But if he gets in with that 25-yard mark, you almost have a 50-50 shot of him doing a turnover.
But Josh Allen is a top 3 quarterback in this league, in my opinion, and so therefore I think he's going to turn it on when it really matters.
I agree. He is a top 3 quarterback, but he's a turnover machine right now. It's probably going to bite him in the ass in the playoffs this year. I thought last year was his run, right? That whole Kansas City debacle. If he would have got the ball in overtime, probably would have kept going.
Yeah, I mean they kind of got screwed last year.
Yeah, last year for me was Josh Allen's time. Right? Nobody saw Burrow coming out of the woodwork to do what he did. But we now expect it from Burrow this year. And when he goes up against the Bills, just like he did in that first drive against the Bills in Week 17, he's going to lead touchdown, easy peasy. Joe Burrow is just a man possessed right now, and he's my favorite to come out of the AFC.
Yeah, but even if the Bills play the Chiefs in the championship game, it won't be an Arrowhead. So there's an advantage.
They're not getting by the Bengals.
How's the seeding work out? Who would they have to play? They beat the.
Here, we got the playoffs right here.
I guess it just depends. Next slide, please. Next slide,
please. So the winner of the wild card,
this guy doesn't have seeding up here.
No.
Seeding goes from top. Seeding goes from bottom up. So right, we have the Bills are the 2 seed. Bengals are the 3. Jags are the 4. So if the Jags or the Chargers win, they play Kansas City, and the winner of the Bills Bengals and Bills will play next because obviously they're going to win.
Wow, just kicking the fins to the curve, huh?
Well, they're starting Skylar Thompson. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, who's the 6th seed? Oh, Chargers, right?
No,
yes,
the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens are 6th seed. So if the Ravens wind up winning, and the Dolphins lose, the Ravens will play the Chiefs. If the
it's
Bengals
the lowest
win,
seed.
they play the Chiefs.
Yeah. Lowest seed plays the Chiefs, and then so it all depends who wins. But yeah, and then so the line for the Bills now is 13, which is the highest in AFC history or AFC wild card history now. So,
Wow.
I mean, sure.
Wow. All right, let's run through this right here. Jags are hosting the Chargers. Duval, the prince that was promised, gets a home playoff game against Herbert's first playoff run. I mean, this is a storybook playoffs in my opinion. Honestly, there's a lot of stories going on here.
It's a good quarterback. I mean, it is. I mean, it is the premier quarterbacks of the AFC. Right?
Can you imagine if all these teams had if Miami had Tua, if the Ravens had Lamar, it's like,
this is the cream of the crop.
AFC playoff series is phenomenal. Not an AFC quarterback is lower than 27 years old. Patrick Mahomes is the oldest AFC quarterback in the playoffs. That's wild to think about. He go over to fucking the NFC. We have 80-year-old Tom Brady hosting a playoff game.
Yeah, versus 35-year-old Dak Prescott. I agree.
Dak's still in his 20s yet.
Yeah, I think Dak's like 28 or something.
I'm just but yeah, I mean, this is we could see a mix of these 6-7 teams, for the near future. So that's cool. Obviously, Mac Jones did not sneak in, thank God, this year. So
are we gonna? Hey, by the way, real quick, we can step in. I have a bright idea, Vince. We should do a Taking On Sports podcast award ceremony.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
But instead of
give out awards. Okay, I like that. Okay. No, 100%. I love that idea.
Instead of you can give your whatever, blah blah blah, but it's mostly gonna be Stooges of the year. Okay.
So we NFL fantasy bus of the year.
Stooge coach of the year. I already know my pick.
Okay, don't reveal.
All right, yeah. We'll get all this saved up for you guys. What should we do that going into the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so that's
the week. The Pro Bowl week. The Pro Bowl week.
Pro Bowl week. Yeah. Because that'll be a down week for content. Because all we have to talk about is the fucking Pro Bowl, which skills competition is going to be.
Yeah. Well, did you see all the skills?
No, I still need to read that tweet.
Tyreek put out put it out. He retweeted the list, and of course he said no speed challenge. So
Well, what is Tyreek? Is he thinking he's going to be there, or what? He doesn't have no faith in the Dolphins.
no, he's just saying there's no race. So dodgeball, precision
He
passing.
got beat last year.
Well, yeah, he was like looking around. He didn't even care. Longest drive of a golf ball. That's sweet. Best catch, similar to the dunk contest. Gridiron gauntlet race. I'm assuming that's like a obstacle course type thing. Kick, tack toe. Move
They're
the
bringing
chain.
tic-tac-toe
Kickers and
back?
punters.
They're
Yeah.
bringing that
Oh, I
back?
love that one. Yeah.
Tic-tac-toe's good.
Move the chains. That's a weighted wall pull, and then 3-part lightning round, whatever that is. Oh,
That's a lot.
okay.
to
That's a
read.
lot of text. Yeah, it has the text of underneath like everything, but yeah, that's pretty cool. So
Oh, the lightning round is basically like a 4-year-old birthday party game.
nice.
Reading that one. Precision passing, I'm glad is back.
Yes.
Good thing they're not doing it with off skill positions like they did a couple of years ago. That was awful to watch.
Yeah, let the quarterbacks go through and throw the ball around.
Yeah,
Like,
let the
come on.
quarterback go out there so we can watch Lamar Jackson only score 2 points again like we did 2 years ago. It was phenomenal to see that. That was the year he won MVP, actually. So that was a couple years ago. He only scored 2 points in the where you have to throw and hit the break the piece of paper to get points because he kept trying to hit long balls.
It's getting mixed reviews. Mixed reviews.
Oh, I love it. We're no longer playing the stupid game because that's
I like it.
That's the
I
biggest
like
waste of time I watch the Pro Bowl every year and I hate it because it's just like, oh great, Alvin Kamara just broke off for a 4-yard run because he got touched by Akeem Hicks 4 yards after the play because he got driven off the ball because the only dude going hard is the first-year left tackle that made it into the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So the Pro Bowl was hard to watch. The skills challenge, the flag football game, that's
That'll
going to be
cool.
That'll be interesting to watch. I'll actually sit down and enjoy the Pro Bowl this year. So, just like I no longer enjoy the NBA All-Star event, I think it should be all skills challenges there as well.
Yeah, to be fair, the NBA All-Star game's always been like super high scoring, not really that competitive.
Well, the Thunder can score 150, so they should all be All-Stars. We watched them do it without overtime.
Dang.
Without
Dang.
SBA.
Without SGA, yeah. Woo! Sheesh. All right, back to the playoffs, baby. All right, Duval hosting the Chargers. Seth, what do you think?
Chargers blowout.
Dang.
Wow.
Eric, what do you think? You got a difference?
I think it's a close game. Chargers idiots didn't rest their people. Mike Williams now injured. Give me the Jaguars.
Joey Bosa re-aggravated his injury.
Yeah,
It was
idiots.
Stooges, idiots.
Absolutely.
I like it. Give me Duval, the prince that was promised to win his first playoff game. I love it. I love it. All right, we move over to the NFC. We'll go Bucks hosting the Cowboys. Barrett, what do you think?
Will this be the time? Will this be the time? Give me the Cowboys to knock out the GOAT.
I like it. Give me the Cowboys to retire the GOAT. Put him up. Put an absolute beating on him. He's like, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. I'm calling Micah Parsons 3 sacks. D-Law 1.5. It's going to be a smash. It's going to be a
Dang.
smash show. I like it. I retire Tom Brady, man. Get him out of here. He was supposed to retire midseason. He didn't. It looked like it was going to happen, honestly. Like it really did. They wind up. He got divorced, so we figured out what the problem was. Seth, what are you thinking here? You still riding that train that they're going to smash them?
Come on. You don't have to ask me again.
All right, we move over here to the Bengals hosting the Ravens. Lions at 6.5 in favor of the Bengals. This is a smash situation for the Bengals. This is not going to be pretty for the Ravens. Bengals by like 21, easy. Barrett, what do you think?
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Yeah, if you
No
play
Lamar-
fantasy sports, go ahead and take the Burrow over here, folks.
What's the over?
I don't know. I can look.
I imagine it's gonna be like at least 266 passing, probably 286 or 285.
272.
Dang, I was right in the middle. Look at that. All right, then we move over to the NFC. We have the frauds hosting a playoff game against the Giants.
Both
Who are-
fraud
who are
teams. This is the
also
battle.
frauds.
This is the battle of the frauds.
Absolutely. I honestly, I want to let you guys pick first because I honestly don't know. Bear, what do you think?
Give me the Vikings. I just think the Vikings are a better team.
Dang.
Yeah, give me the Vikings. I don't think they're gonna, lose to the Giants. Even though the Giants rested, did the Vikings play starters for a little bit?
Yes.
So they're not coming on. They're not coming on a full 2 weeks rest, but it doesn't matter. They are the better team. They're at home. -3 is pretty little line, I think, for this game. So Vikings -3.
I'm gonna take the Vikings to win, but if it's gonna come off a field goal. Actually, I can't say that. Vikings are notorious for missing field goals in the playoffs.
Ooh, there's no way, dude. I'm sorry, man.
The Bulls got that team fired up, and he rested them. I mean, obviously, there's nothing to play for, so it made sense to rest them. But
Yeah, they screwed us over, man.
yeah, give me the Vikes. Give me the Vikes, I suppose. All right, back over the AFC. The Bills are hosting Skylar Thompson in the Fens. Barrett said this line's been adjusted to 13, the highest in AFC wildcard history.
Correct.
Unfortunate news, but give me the Bills. I was picking them with Tua or no Tua. I just look, Tua's like, this would be his real first playoff run, right?
Yeah.
Did they make the playoffs 2 years ago?
No.
Didn't they? No? Oh, they missed it with the 10-6, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Rip.
Yeah, I just don't imagine Tua's first playoff run being like magical. If this was a team to do it, this would obviously be the year to do it with Tyreek and company. But he's got a weird situation going on with his dome. They got to get that figured out. So until then, give me the Bills.
Fins to cover.
Ooh, nice. Well, I've picked the Bills twice, both matchups. This is the rubber match. Yeah, so, Miami pulled upset week 3, and they're going to pull off the biggest upset in wild card history. Fuck it. Fins up. Let's go.
Dang, that confidence right there. All right, we have the Geno-led Seahawks being hosted by the 49ers. 49ers are 2-0 against Seahawks this year. Is they going to be 3-0? Bear, what do you think?
Is that backwards, Vance? The plus minus on that?
Yes, sorry.
I was like, damn, Seahawks are -10 on that pass backwards.
Yep. Yeah, that was
Niners.
good catch. I wasn't even paying attention, but good catch there. Barrett, what do you think here?
Yeah, Niners, right? Holy shit.
Niners favored 9.5 now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bengals favored 8.5. That line adjusted.
I'm going to take the Seahawks plus 9.5. I think they keep it a little close in the playoffs. Smith.
I kind of agree with you there. I like the 49ers to win this, but give me the Seahawks to cover. If I'm a betting man, I'm taking the Seahawks to cover.
Wow.
I would. That's all there is to it. Now, next week's playoff matchups are going to be juicy to watch. They're going to be good.
See, huh?
Yeah, it'll be Barrett might be heading up to Kansas City, for a divisional matchup.
There you go, Barrett.
You're gonna. That'd be wild to see. All right, I got a little game for you guys. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Gonna be a great one.
Yep. All right, Barrett, Seth,
Okay.
guess the NBA player. I'm gonna give you accomplishments, stats, former teams or current team. So be prepared for
Active.
this.
So active, or can
You
it be
get-
all
you
time?
get- All time. You get 3 guesses
Oh
each.
God.
You get 3 guesses each. It'll narrow down. I'll give you teams first. Teams this player has played for are going to include.
Are you gonna do drafted by such and such team? Last team played for was such and such team.
No, I'll just give you the 4 teams he played for.
Oh God.
He played for Dallas, Toronto, New Jersey.
Jason Kidd.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That was gonna be my guess. As soon as you said New Jersey.
Next.
That was gonna be my guess. No.
Wow. Wow.
As soon as you
Hey,
said
hold-
as soon as you said New Jersey,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I was like.
yeah.
Okay. I was like, it's gotta be.
Yeah. Too easy, dude.
Wow.
I was like, as soon as you said New Jersey, I'm sure that's where Barrett picked it up too, right there.
Oh yeah, dude. Faux
All
show.
Next.
All right.
Next.
All right. Yeah, I'm giving you guys a different player. That was
What
insane.
the hell?
That was stupid.
You
fast.
can't renege. You just have to keep going.
Yeah, but
Well,
one point for
you
Barrett.
only get
One point for
one.
Barrett.
Yo, there was only one player. This game was supposed to last well over like 5 minutes.
Just think of another one. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let me think.
I mean, damn, that was. Man, yeah. What was your thought process there, Barrett? Because
I'm just old.
That was a
I
good
don't
one.
know.
I heard Mavericks. I heard Mavericks' first name. My first thing that popped in my head was Jason Terry, but then you went Raptors, so I was like, okay, not
Yeah.
Jason Terry. And then as soon as you said New Jersey, I was like, it's fucking Jason Kidd
Yeah.
because they're not
Wow,
Brooklyn
wow.
no more. They're not Brooklyn, or they're Brooklyn now. Sorry.
Wow. Crazy. I can't believe you guys snagged that right off the old get.
Yeah, Barrett was quick, dude.
Uh,
Barrett was fucking quick. Old ass.
Old, dude.
wow.
Old as
All right, here we go.
balls.
I got another one for you.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I'm not saying the fucking teams. So you got. Here we go.
We gotta
I'll
have
say
the teams.
I'll say
gotta
them
have
later. I'll
Okay,
say them
yeah.
later.
Okay, whatever.
Hall of Famer,
Okay.
11-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champion, 1997 Rookie of the Year. Can't look it up, Barrett. Don't be looking it up.
I'm not.
Shaq.
2-time All-Star MVP. Any guesses so far?
Shaq.
Kobe Bryant.
Nope. All right, there's one apiece for you guys.
Wait, who was drafted in '97?
Rookie of the year. Wait. Can
Yeah,
I
Rookie
do
of
my
the Year.
second? Can I do my second guess?
Yeah, fire.
Yes.
Wait, how many scoring titles?
4 scoring titles.
And he was rookie of the year in '97.
96-97 season.
It's Kobe. Right?
It's not Kobe.
Oh well, I don't know who's in '97. We're not that old. Like I mean, I should know it, but I don't.
Okay. See, I want to say you already said
Now-
Shaq, didn't you, Seth?
Yeah, that's who I thought it was for sure. But
You
no, Shaq was younger.
said Shaq. Bear said Kobe. You guys each got one guess apiece here. You got 2 more to go.
97.
I have an idea who it is.
I
Okay,
should
can we get
have I should have saved that one for the end because
That's a pretty dead giveaway.
that's a pretty good giveaway right there. All right, here we
It's-
go.
Tracy
3-time.
McGrady.
Nope. There's Barrett's second guess.
Fuck.
3-time Steel champion.
And he led the league. He was the scoring leader 4 times.
4 times. I'll get you ready for teams.
All right, we gotta go teams here because I.
All right, here we go, here we go.
Why am I drawing a blank?
We have Memphis, Detroit. It's TOT. Okay, we have Memphis, Detroit, Denver, Philly. Not in those orders either. Those are
Allen
just-
Iverson.
Who'd you say?
Allen Iverson.
Dang, there it's all over this.
Well,
Man,
I,
yeah, that was
the only reason I would have said AI first. I just didn't think he was that. I thought he came in a little later.
God terrible. Shit.
Yeah. But he was definitely on my radar. I just didn't think at all that he was 97. I mean, I just remember him dominating in the early 2000s. I guess I never really paid attention to when he got drafted.
I gotta see
2000
what Shaq was drafted, 'cause now I'm gonna
2000
look
and
at idiot.
2001. Shaq was like earlier 90s.
Yeah, Shaq was like 94 or something.
Yeah, because Zach quit playing in like 09 or something. It's like 09 or 2011. I can't remember because he finished with
92?
Boston.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Shaq finished with Boston, so it was kind of
What
weird.
a idiot pick, huh?
I kind of want to give you guys a player that's bounced around a wee bit.
Yeah, but you gotta share the teams then. You gotta make it, a little hard.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, here we go. I got one for you. All right, we'll start off with 10-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champion, 1996, 1997 All-Rookie first team, 2-time All-NBA first team, or 2-time All-NBA. It didn't specify first or second. Career average of 18.9 points per game.
I'm not gonna know that.
Had a free throw percentage of 89.4%.
So he's a sharpshooter, like kinda, right?
Had a field goal percentage of 45.5. I'll make this a little harder on you guys because I give you the teams. I think I might give it away. All right, here we go. Here's the teams.
Hang on,
have-
we should at least have to have a guess right here.
All right, yeah, you get a guess before the teams.
Say, what were the
Run it back
beginning?
again. Run it back again. Yeah, run it back.
Yeah,
again.
run it back one more time.
10-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champ, 1996, 1997 All-Rookie team, two-time All-NBA, 18-point per game, 18.9 points per game, 90% free throw percentage, basically, if you round up.
Who is that old? 96. That's Kobe's year, but there's no way it's Kobe because he's obviously more than 2-time champion. Who is? Two-time champion. Ray Allen.
Nice.
It's Ray Allen?
All right.
Oh!
Yeah, it's Ray Allen.
Nice.
Man,
Damn.
you guys are getting
Well, I went
good.
purely off free throw. I went purely off free throw percentage.
That's good.
Nice.
Who's a
You got-
dominant shooter?
You got the dogs riled up, dude. You got so wild on that
You
one.
hear him
Dude,
back
that
there?
was good. That was
That was a
good.
good one. All right, that's all I got for you boys. Well, I'll make them harder next time. Way harder than that. But it's obviously got to be players we know because I'm not going to
Right.
have you sitting here guessing Ryan Leaf or something like that or
Yeah.
some goofball who's like only stat is like he shot 60% from the field one year. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Right.
It's got to be a pretty prestigious player.
No, that makes sense.
Wasn't
Well,
Nash and
that's-
Kobe's draft? Wasn't Nash and Kobe's Bryant draft class?
No, Nash was older.
The '96 draft. Because I wanted to say Steve Nash, but it feels like I
Oh,
don't
he
know,
was
Steve-
in the 96 draft. Yep.
Okay. I wonder how many rings does Steve Nash have?
None.
That's okay. See, that's where Steve Nash was throwing me off. I knew he didn't have 2, but I knew Ray Allen had 2 with the Celtics
Right.
and the Heat.
I feel like as soon as I would have said the teams, it would have because I would have went.
Yeah.
I would have went like Celtics, Milwaukee,
Supersonics.
Supersonic. Well, no, Supersonics would give it away. Yeah, I don't know. I could have crazy good guesses, guys. Holy shit! Both of you got one on your first guess. Insane.
Well, you kind of you're with the years of them being rookies, you're kind of giving it away.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
Because you can just think back to when everybody's drafted, just go through the draft class and be like, who the fuck?
All right. Hey, well, we'll have a game like this every week. Next week, Barrett, you or Seth, one of you guys can host a game.
I'll take it over.
Okay.
All right, we got a game, and then when I do this again, Barrett, I'm hitting you with the doozy. We're doing baseball.
Oh man,
I'm just kidding. We're not
No,
doing
we can
baseball.
do baseball. Listen, I've followed pretty much the 4 major sports. Hockey being the least, but it's not like I'm completely. As far as older baseball guys, I could probably tell you some guys. Maybe.
All right. So if I keep it early 2000s, 90s.
Yeah. I can probably get those guys, especially with the teams.
All right.
Possibly.
All right. Stay tuned for next week's game. Seth is going to host that one. Give me and Barrett a chance to get after it. Hopefully I guess on the first try like you guys did. I mean,
Dude,
yes.
The Jason Kidd one was wild because there was no accolades. Barrett just went straight off teams.
Straight off teams, baby, dude. Hey, Jason Kidd, he was a main guy in those early 2000s, man.
Wow.
If you start, to be fair, if you go to any guy my age that's watched NBA, whole life pretty much since MJ, and you're like, name this player, and you go first 2 teams, and I know you threw Toronto in there as a wrinkle, but if you go Mavericks and then you go New Jersey Nets, people are definitely gonna say.
Well,
Jason
I'm
Kidd,
kind of
dude.
a stooge. He never played for Toronto. It said TOT, which stands for total after they finish with so many teams.
Okay.
I learned that on my third player when I was looking at it. I was just like, hey, everybody's played for fucking Toronto.
Well, Toronto didn't throw me off at all. I didn't even think he went there, but it was one of those things where, maybe he did like 1 year, but yeah,
I figured maybe he played for Toronto at the back end of his career.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like a 1 year stint or something, You know how
Like
those guys
30-day
do.
contract.
Wow. All right, boys. Well, catch you next week, I guess. You fucking guess my game up right away.
Nice.
All right, yeah. We'll catch you next week. Dang.
All right.
Dang, dang, dang.
Peace.
See you, boys.
Later.
Go Cowboys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Taking On Sports Podcast. As always, is a podcast made by the fans for the fans. I hear from you guys, the fans. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon. Potentially getting on iHeartRadio and Google Podcasts as well. So we'll have to see how that one goes. But we'll catch you next week. We're gonna have another game. We're obviously gonna have playoffs going on. So definitely stay tuned for that. We'll catch you on the next one.